Good morning. Good morning. Hello, chat. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Oh my gosh. I'm so tired. Let me... Okay, everything's working. Hold on, I need some... I need musique so I can be awake. Let me think. Just... Yeah, whatever, this is fine. Oh, goodness. I made it. I made it. The Rite of Awakening worked. Yeah, something like that. Alright, let me real quick. I look haunted. I am not haunted. I am merely awake much earlier than I normally am. I mean, normally I don't even get up until, well, especially I think I only got like 5 hours of sleep last night, which for me is very, very little. Let's see. Put out an announcement on this. God damn it. I always forget something. There we go. Okay. And then let me... pull up Warhammer TV. There we go. Alright. Good morning. Yeah, I'm doing fine, dude. My original game plan was like, oh yeah, I'll get up at like, I was like, oh yeah, I'll get up at like 6 so I can like make breakfast and, you know, take a shower and all that shit. And I think I crawled out of bed at like 7:33 or whatever. It should be an exciting day though. There's so many reveals. I am really, really curious to see what all we're gonna get to see today. So Doug's looking more dead than divine. Hey, watch it, you. I'm most excited for the new vampires, dude. We have not gotten new vampires in Age of Sigmar since the setting was introduced. Like, we've been waiting a long time for vampires.
You bring token trinket to give to Throt. Yes, yes.
Hey, changer of ways. Oh wow, that'll wake me up.
Offering for Molder Clan.
Changer of ways. Thank you very much for the generous tip this morning. Goodness. Oh goodness.
Another wretched foul lizard thing joins the
Thank you for the $50 tip, dude. I really appreciate it. More Zinch. I don't think there's gonna be any Zinch this morning, but you know, we'll see what happens. MMO Addicted, thanks for keeping your sub going, my dude. See, we should be starting like any second now. Oh, I'm not on the right thing. Warhammer TV. Okay, no, they're not live just yet. Okay, I'm on their channel now. Oh, now they're live. Aw, shit. Aw, shit. Oh, yeah, hopefully this won't be... Hopefully this will work fine. For some reason, I have this weird issue where my Twitch is, like, super dumb. Like, it has a really hard time broadcasting at, like, even the lowest. I've been trying to work on it to fix it, but my Twitch has, like, a really hard time not buffering constantly. And I don't know what's causing it. Like, I don't know if it's because I have better TTV on, maybe. I guess I could try turning that off. Let's see. Let me try. I could try. Oh gosh. Because it's weird. Like, I have super good internet on everything else in the universe, but when I try and watch Twitch chat, it's just like, it's miserable. I don't know if anyone in chat has better experience or like good experience with how to handle it. How do I disable it? I could hold on, let me try opening it in a different browser, maybe. Sometimes that fixes it, I've heard. But like it's like weird how bad it is. Oh gosh. Oh no, they're starting already. Well, they usually take forever to talk about random crap at the beginning. Let's see. Password is 72886. Oh gosh, please, dark theme. No, this looks just as bad. Okay. Alright, we'll just watch it on Chrome.
Where in the world you're joining?
Rub some holy oil.
Warhammer preview online from. There we go. I love it. Almost immediately. Newcastle, Delaware, Canada. Wow, it's going so fast I can barely keep up. Texas, Liverpool, Florida. People from all around the world.
All right. Hopefully it's not going to be like super horrible.
We have
You know. So what's the news about? So today is AoS stuff.
enjoying the same stuff as us.
Set the quality to something instead of being on auto. Okay. Here, just be safe. Let's just do like. Let's see if we can get away with 360.
Nice to be able to join, literally, well, tens of thousands of people to get excited about new Warhammer stuff that's coming up. Normally, this time of year.
But so today they're doing reveals for literally everything. Like AoS is getting new stuff. Broken Realms is the new Broken Realms is supposed to be announced. Because we know it's Teclis, but we don't know what yet. I'll turn them down a little bit. But oh, the other thing I need to do real quick is hold up. I need to open the Games Workshop website. Because this is actually a lot easier to do. They have a community page where you can literally watch everything come out live. I don't know if it's up yet. Oh, here it is. So, there we go. Now I've got it. Now I've got it up. But, yeah, so you can see here. This is all the stuff we're supposed to be getting revealed today. So there's supposed to be new Warhammer Underworld stuff coming out, new Warhammer AoS stuff coming out, 40k, Kill Team, which, oh, I didn't even know they were still supporting Kill Team. That's actually surprising. Adeptus Titanicus, and then they're revealing like a whole new game as well. Which, who knows what that is? That could be Warhammer the Old World. It could literally be like a new game. Like a new system. We'll have to see. Oh, Cursed Fanatic. I'm super sorry to hear about that, dude. Any reveals yet? No. We literally just started. Dude, Twitch, why do you suck so much dick to watch right now? It's insane.
It's a big old guy. He's certainly the largest lump of resin I've ever had.
I'm sorry to hear that about that, Cursed Fanatic. Best vibes to you and your partner, my dude.
Like a step up beyond those. You have to approach it in a very different way with a kit that size. But very satisfying, and I think I can't wait to actually put one on the tabletop.
What about Warhammer Fantasy Battles? Warhammer Fantasy Battles is coming back. I don't think it's gonna be this year. I think Warhammer Fantasy is probably gonna come back like next year. What's Kill Team? Kill Team is like a smaller. Oh jeez. MMO Addicted, thanks for the 10 subs, my dude. I may need to mute Throt today.
Another wretched, foul lizard thing joins the red host. Cursed Sotek spawn.
Yeah, let's tell.
Another wretched, foul lizard thing joins the red host. Cursed Sotek spawn.
Real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and tell Throt to just keep it. We're gonna tell him to calm down today. Let's see. Because I'm going to be watching chat pretty close. Appreciate it, though. Can't you set the alert to only hit once per multiple gifts? Probably. Streamception, watch it on YouTube. Are they showing it on YouTube? I didn't think they were. I can check. Normally they only do it on, let's see, Warhammer TV. Yeah, no. They're only showing it on Twitch. So, like, I just have to... Oops, that's not what I wanted. But like I said, we have this open, so whenever they do a new reveal, they update this page, so we'll be able to look at it without it being garbage. Yeah, no, it's my stream. I don't know what it is. Like, if I could be doing anything else, like streaming to you guys, my stream works great. Doing all that stuff is super duper easy. But whenever I try and watch something on Twitch right now, it's super slow. Oh yeah, here's the web page for anybody that wants to watch that. But yeah, I've got to figure it out, because it used to be I used to be able to watch everything at 1080p on Twitch, but something changed and now it's like freaking out. But what's today about? So today is going to be, from what we can tell, today is probably going to be the biggest reveal. They'll have a new page. No, it's. I think it should be this page. But if not, they'll put up a new one soon. But when you go to the website and you click on the live thing, this is where it takes you, at least for right now. What's more likely, Vlad or Abarash? Abarash, we know for a fact, is an AoS. Vlad, I don't think Vlad's gonna make an appearance. But anyway, so today, from what all we can tell, all intents and purposes, is going to be the biggest set of reveals that we've had for AoS. It's probably gonna be the biggest for the year. But we're gonna see what's going on. Hopefully, we'll get some good stuff. AoS equals kills? Nah, dude. AoS is doing like super duper good. AoS is making absolute bank. What are the best books to get into AoS lore? I would say the best books right now for AoS lore are any of the to like get into it are the anthology books. So like the collections of short stories. There's one called Myths and Revenants. There's another one called Oaths and Conquests. Legends of the Age of Sigmar, and I think there's another one called, where is it on the shelf? I think it's called Sacrosanct and Other Stories. Yeah, don't jump down his throat, guys. I think he was asking a legitimate question. It's fine. Not everybody follows AoS. What do I think about Broken Realms? Dude, Broken Realms is sick. I really, really like the first one. I thought the first Broken Realms was absolutely kick-ass. I got the limited edition copy, and I got a regular copy because of COVID. The limited edition copy took like an extra 6 weeks to get here, and I just couldn't wait that long. So I went ahead and got the regular copy as well, so I could just read it. And honestly, I was not upset at all. After I read how good it was, I was like, I'm not even mad. I have 2 copies. But they're supposed to announce the new Broken Realms today, because we finally got a teaser about it yesterday, and I'm super freaking excited. Here, actually, while these guys are waffling on about random crap that nobody cares, I will say, as much as I love the Warhammer Games Workshop guys, their announcement, like, these things are so dumb. They literally will talk about absolute bullshit for like 40 minutes. We do need to keep an eye on them because they're probably about to do a reveal because it's 8 o'clock now. But like you do not need to listen to a single thing these two guys are saying, because all they're saying is absolute garbage. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Ah, it's 40k. I don't give a shit. 40k, don't care. I mean, we'll watch it, but looks like it's Sororitas.
God Emperor, hear our prayer. Watch over
Anybody in chat care about 40k?
Though we are few and our enemies many, we shall not falter. By your grace, we will shatter the mutant, the heretic, the Xenos. By your grace, we will cleanse every dark corner.
The dead
of
and the
the
divine.
stars.
Yeah, I guess it. I guess so. The
The
divine is the Sororitas.
God Emperor, hear.
Some people do. Okay, as long as somebody cares about it. Oh my gosh, they've got like big suits of armor. They've got like giant shoulder pads with like extra arms. Well, this is good because this actually will let me get the proper community tab open. Your prayers have been answered. Coming soon. Doesn't say a lot, does it? Well, that's cool. Okay, let me see if I can get their page open then on today's reveals. Give me another one of these. There it is. Here it is. Here's the preview for today. Here's the preview for today. Boom and boom. So this is what we'll be spending most of our time looking at. Oh. So now it's up, and we can just hit refresh. Well, okay, we'll have it up in a second. But anyway, while those things look silly. Gosh, I want them to put it up on this page so I can actually see it. How are y'all doing this morning, by the way? It's sister and some baby carriers. Oh yeah, I guess they are Terminator sister Terminators. But here, while they're talking about this, this is what I'm actually probably the most excited for. So, Broken Realms is the first book was about Morathi and featured heavily like the cities of Sigmar, the slaves to darkness and all that stuff. So this is what we got the other day. So this is about Teclis.
Too long has a shroud of darkness lain on the realms.
Which this is a great trailer, by the way.
Death has brought ruin to the land. We see what others cannot.
I almost want. I can't tell if that's the bad moon behind Teclis or not.
We know what must be done and have the will to see it through.
Like it looks like some kind of moon.
We are illumination. There will be suffering. There will be loss. Yet we will walk into the halls of death and bring light.
So that's what I'm looking forward to getting announced today. Is Broken Realms Teclis. I'm really excited for Broken Realms Teclis. That's gonna be the big boy thing. Are they still just rambling on? Yes, they are. Twitch.tv refused to connect. Is anybody else getting this problem on this page? Or is this just me? Same for you. Okay, cool. As long as it's not just me. They'll get it working in a minute. I actually just went and bought pretty much all of the battle tomes for AoS, which is like the equivalent of the army books from fantasy, so that I could get caught up on all the lore. Because if there's one thing I have learned from my days of Warhammer Fantasy, it's that as much fun as it is to talk to other people about the lore, you can never trust other people about the lore. Like, if you really want to know all the details, because a lot of people just I think they'll try and like remember it when they talk about it instead of like going and getting their books and talking about stuff verbatim, or the way they interpret things is bizarre. So I've been reading through all of them, and I've actually learned a lot of really interesting stuff about AoS. I am genuinely interested in how much how many things have been set up for the current edition or to come out in the near future. Did I read the Broken Realm story featuring Skragrott? I did. The destruction, the most recent short stories for Broken Realms there's been a ton of destruction stories. We got, because the very, very first short story for Broken Realms was about the orcs and the Oryx. Generally, I tend to still refer to people by their fantasy race names, but it was like a Savage Orc themed story. And then we got another one about the Sons of Behemoth, which featured this group of triplets that are literally like the strongest known Mega Gargants, the three of them. And they got a short story of them joining up with Gordrak's Horde. And then the most recent short story is about Skragrott, who is also in Gordrak's Horde. And he, of course, gets his big prophecy from the Bad Moon. But let me tell you guys, the forces of destruction are about to fucking obliterate the city of Excelsis. What is that in the background? It's the new Sister of Battle model. The Sisters of Battle are getting new models, which appears to be some kind of. It looks like a Terminator equivalent for Sisters. Did I miss anything AoS related? No, they haven't done anything AoS related yet. Oh, they're Dread Knights. Okay. Do I think fantasy does character stories better than 40k? I think fantasy does everything better than 40k. No offense to 40k, I just don't like it that much. I think the only thing 40k has over fantasy is that it gets more support. That's the only thing I think is different. Correct me if I'm wrong, but do orcs and goblins have any important characters left over from the old lore? Not directly, Doomdrake. I actually have. I need to read through the Realmgate War saga, which is a lot of lore. It's so much lore. Not the big books, but the little books, because I actually have a working theory that Gordrak is literally Grimgor. Like, not that he's like just the new Grimgor, but that he is the actual OG Grimgor and either doesn't remember or doesn't care. Oh, got another reveal. It's more 40k stuff. Hopefully they're just getting all the 40k crap out of the way early, and then it's just going to be an AoS party. Are these new Necrons? Have they not released the flayed ones yet? I thought they already released flayed ones. Maybe these are models. Chronomancer. I remember these guys being released already. Maybe these are just saying that they're coming out now. Gordrak is the reincarnation of Grimbor, maybe? Yeah, that's what I think. And yeah, Skarsnik's talked about. Skarsnik was turned into a... Skarsnik was turned into a, like, a moon that orbits the bad moon. Which essentially makes him a demigod. So Skarsnik was basically elevated to demigod status by, Gorka Morka. Oh, it's a new tabletop game. Oh, Kill Team. Oh, it's the new Kill Team set. Oh, that makes sense. Well, that's kind of cool. Dude, those models are like super popular. The Heavy Intercessors. The Heavy Intercessors, I know for Space Marine fans, are like one of the most desired models. And the flayed ones look great. So that I think that's actually going to be a pretty popular set. The Pariah Nexus Kill Team set. Alright, that looks pretty good. If that's what you're into. Ah, here we go. Here we go. So this is what... that looks silly. I'm sorry. That looks super silly. So this is the preview page where you can actually see everything in glorious, like, HD. So these are the new Sororitas models. Ah, they look silly. I don't, like, maybe it's because the camera is just too close, but, like, I almost feel like the legs are too long. Like, maybe she has, I guess she has leg extenders? I don't know. Something, it literally is just like a goofy baby carrier. Woof. Woof, I don't like that. I don't like that. That's silly. Yeah, Changer of Ways. I will say, the Stormcast parts, I did not like the Stormcast elements of the Broken Realms beginning. Or not Broken Realms, Realmgate Wars. So like the original books that came out, I actually like the new lore on the Stormcast. Like when you get Stormcast lore as part of the anthologies, I actually like it because they focus on much more interesting stuff. The legs are part of the machine. Okay, so it's supposed to look kind of goofy, I guess. Where do her feet go then? Like how do her feet fit in this if these are not her actual feet? So if these are just mechanical, like where are her feet? Can someone explain, is AoS dead? No. Today has a focus on dead units in like AoS, like Death, the faction. Death as in Nagash. Death as in undead, not dead as in the setting is dead. Amputation? Oh lord. I hope not. Around her knees? Maybe. I feel like these aren't wide enough for feet. I'm having Grey Knight Dread Knights flashbacks. That's a pretty horrifying design, in my opinion. They're pointed downwards? Okay. That doesn't sound very comfortable. Looks like she's had her arms cut off. No, you can see her hand. Right here, wrapped around this little thingamajigger. Your title is confusing for new people? But that's what it's called. It's Warhammer Online, The Dead and the Divine. Do people not read the entire title? AoS being killed would be happy news? I greatly disagree. AoS being killed would be super sad. It's a great setting in and of its own. Not everything needs to be Warhammer Fantasy. And they're already bringing back fantasy, so that's totally fine with me. Dude, I'm gonna say this. 40k is cool and all, but a lot of the modern 40k model designs are absolute garbage compared to the AoS designs. Like AoS has such nicer looking models than 40k. I'm just gonna flat out say it. Like, good lord, not even close. Lumineth is the AoS Luminarch, right? No, Ben. Lumineth is the AoS High Elves. Lumineth is the AoS High Elves faction. The Necrons are nice. Too bad. Yeah, too bad they don't seem that competitive. Magnus is pretty rad. Well, Magnus was released years ago. He's not a new design. Space Marines in fantasy. The Stormcast look like Space Marines, but they are not anything like Space Marines. I mean, I used to call them Sigmarines, and I think their design is still Sigmarine, which is why I will never collect them. But their lore is pretty interesting. Where did Gordrak come from? The only thing, like, literally the only thing they say about Gordrak is that he just appeared during the Age of Chaos. So, like, when Gorka Morka got his most angry, like, his rage reached apocalyptic levels, and he literally punched like, there was a bunch of chaos, these, like, giant chaos fortresses, and Gorka Morka, which is Gork and Mork, when they're combined, literally ran up to it and just, like, punched all these chaos fortresses into rubble. And in the aftermath of him doing that, supposedly, like, one of his knuckle bones broke off, like the knuckle bone of a god, and that eventually, after a little bit, turned into Gordrak. But, like, when you read about Gordrak and you look at Gordrak is literally a one-eyed colossal orc who was wielding Gitsnik, except for he snaps, which Gitsnik is Grimgor's old axe. Like, it looks like Gitsnik, it acts like Gitsnik, and what Gordrak did is he decided that Gitsnik wasn't killing enough, so he snaps it in half, like, splits it into two axes, instead of one double-headed axe. And that's his new weapon, is that he has two axes instead. And the more I look at him, the more I become pretty convinced that Gordrak is just Grimgor. But we don't know, like, that's a theory I need to do some more research into. Is he roughly troll-sized? I think Gordrak's bigger than Grimgor was. Like, Gordrak is fucking huge, dude. Well, I don't think he needs to act like Grimgor in order to be like literally Gorka Morka spitting Grimgor back out. But I also take novels with more grains of salt than I do the big books, but we'll see. It's not Gordrak, it's Gordrak. Oh, new reveal. Adeptus Titanicus. Okay, so we're just front loading 40k. I will at least watch it. Oh man, this is like an old cartoon from like the... Look at this, it's like a cartoon from like the 50s or something. It's the like goofy black and white monster footage type thing. More big boys. More toddlers. Come get your robot toddlers. They told the order of reveals. Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't listening. Do you want a child that doesn't talk but costs just as much and it's made out of plastic? Well, this is the model for you.
So a brand new Titan. Adam, what did we just?
But yeah, I genuinely am starting to think though that that Gordrak is Grimgore. But like I said, I'm gonna do some research before I get super big on it. The website shows the order of reveals. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, so we're done with 40k stuff now. I like how they're supposed to have this working, and Twitch is just like, no. But hey, now I can see stuff in glorious details.
Imagination for quite some time.
Titanicus uses smaller noddles? Oh, okay. I would think Gordrak is Gorfang or Gorbad. Why? Because of his name? I wouldn't read in too much to the name. I'm lost a bit in AoS. Do we know how or why Sigvald is back? We know how Sigvald is back. So they basically revealed that after the destruction of the Warhammer Fantasy Universe, after Sigvald died, because he got killed by Throg, basically Slaanesh was too busy devouring and glutting himself on elven souls in order to pay attention to his fallen champion. So while Slaanesh was too busy, Sigvald's soul was, dead, and just hanging out with all the other souls. And he got found by Nagash. So Nagash found him first, and Nagash was not happy with him for killing Krell. Nagash was pretty pissed. So Nagash, as punishment for Sigvald, basically took his soul and trapped him in a mirror of shade glass and cast it into the city of Shadespire, I believe, where basically he cursed the mirror so that if anybody ever looked at the mirror of Sigvald, instead of seeing Sigvald, they would only see themselves in like the best possible light in almost like an addictive way. So Nagash essentially cursed Sigvald by forcing him to forever exist as an object that would never allow people to see him, but only themselves, which is a really good punishment for Sigvald. And some dwarven explorers found the mirror, and they looted it from the city and took it out, and eventually word got around to the Hedonites of Slaanesh about this mirror. And because of what the mirror can do, the Hedonites of Slaanesh thought that maybe the Mirror of Sigvald was actually a piece of Slaanesh, or just was Slaanesh. So they end up tracking down the dwarves, they kill them all, and they perform a ritual to free the soul of a creature inside the mirror. So the mirror bursts open and Sigvald comes out. And then Sigvald is reclaiming his position as one of the preeminent soldiers of Slaanesh, or champions. And they mention Throg. Throg is still around. Throg has been mentioned in the timeline. The last time we saw him, he led like a massive army of monsters during the onset of the Age of Sigmar, which means in the last like century or so. And he got his ass kicked by the Stormcast Eternals, but he didn't die. He got away. I keep saying So Throg's still around. But we don't know what he's up to at this moment. I highly suspect that Throg will be playable and get a new model in the Beasts of Chaos 3rd edition book. Ugh. What if Gordrak is all of them? That would be kind of cool, Hopper John. That would actually be a really cool thing if Gordrak was just like the combined orc champions from Warhammer Fantasy, but like distilled into one super champion. Asked about earlier, how heavy do you think Gorfang and Grimgor's armor would weigh separately? I think Grimgor's armor would weigh... Oh, man. Grimgor's armor would probably weigh like at least 300 or 400 pounds. Gorfang's armor would be even heavier because Gorfang wears a full set and has a shield in some versions of his story. He doesn't always have a shield, but he usually has a shield. I keep saying and it's bothering me. I need to pause instead of verbally pausing. I would say that Gorfang probably weighs even more, like his armor alone, easily in the 300 to 500 pound range. Like they're huge lads. Mr. Pig, there is no Savage Orc special character right now. The Wurzag model represents just generic, they're called Wurgog prophets, which is clearly inspired by Wurzag, because they're Wurgogs instead of Wurzags. But there is not a playable special character yet. That being said, they might be getting one, because there seems to be something big about to happen in Destruction, and we don't know what it is yet. Throg is in Beasts of Chaos. What makes you think that, not Slaves to Darkness? Slaves to Darkness already has a lot of unification under... What? So, the reason I don't think he's Slaves to Darkness is that in Age of Sigmar, Slaves to Darkness is more about mortals, and then any of the monsters are like legit monsters that have to be controlled. Beasts of Chaos are always the faction of, we have lots of creatures that have some form of intelligence in addition to a lot of monsters. For instance, Dragon Ogres. Dragon Ogres are considered a Beast of Chaos faction now. They are not a Slaves to Darkness faction, they're a Beast of Chaos faction. So I have zero thought that that Throg would be Slaves to Darkness. I don't think it would make sense. I think Throg is absolutely going to be Beasts of Chaos. Because if you're going to have Chaos Trolls, they're going to be a part of the Beasts of Chaos roster. That's where they should have been in the first place. Honestly, I think Fantasy kind of goofed how it split things up. I think in Fantasy the Chaos Trolls and Dragon Ogres should have been part of the Beastmen roster, whereas and then keep the Chaos Ogres as part of the Warriors. Like, Chaos Ogres are fine in the Warriors of Chaos roster. I never liked the Dragon Ogres and Chaos Trolls being part of the Warriors roster, personally. Is Kolek Suneater in Age of Sigmar? No, but Krakenrock the Black is. So Kolek's dad is in AoS. And he's around. Oh, here we go. Channel the Elements. Okay, we got Lumineth. So these are the new Lumineth Cavalry. And some other stuff? Wow, a lot of stuff. So much stuff, holy shit. Oh, is that Tyrion? Enter the Huracan. What is that thing? The Hurricane? Oh, is that like the Champion of the Wind Temple?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I'm still Adam Troke. This is still Eddie Eccles, and we're still doing the.
If y'all
Warhammer
could put
preview
that up
online
on the
for Dead
preview
and
page
Divine.
so I could see it.
That was a
Goat
pretty cool
archers?
video.
Yeah,
And we got
that's
to
what
see
I was
some
gonna
stuff
say.
Which is a bit new and exciting for the Lumineth. Eddie, what can you tell us?
So we knew
What
there
the-
was probably some new Lumineth on their way. We saw a little bit about the
Oh my God.
announcement of Broken Realms Teclis, which is the
Dude,
sequel to
transporting
Broken
that
Realms.
model
So Teclis
is
up
going
some
to
stuff in the Mortal Realms. He's
suck.
trying to counter
Oh, it's the
creeping
Fox
influence of
Spirit.
Dash, which has very much been the main story arc.
That's the
of
Fox
Warhammer
Spirit,
Age of
right?
Sigmar for the last few years.
I can't freaking
And
see
we
it
know that
because my
Lumineth,
Twitch is
their
such
power
poor
stems
quality.
From these elemental
It's
spirits
the
of
kangaroo guy, yeah.
which we've seen already in the form of
I think this is the
Stoneheart King and the various other Avalor style things. But that's only one.
Yeah, so this is one of the
aspect
spirits.
of the Lumineth and how they work. The other aspect of the Lumineth, one of the other things.
So you have the cow god,
is
who's the mountain
element of
spirit.
the hurricane, which is the element of the wind and speed.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
ferocity,
that's
and this is
super
very
cool,
much
dude. So this is
calculated
the
by
wind
this
elemental
type.
spirit.
This is Lord of the Seventh Wind, a brand new type of Lumineth spirit in the same style as the.
Yeah. So this is the fox spirit.
And, a whole swathe.
That's
of
pretty
Lumineth
cool.
society and their warriors are inspired by this.
I didn't think that the Lumineth were going to be. I was hoping, but I did not think the Lumineth were going to get a spirit
This miniature,
god character for every single
is that spirit incarnate. This is the way that we've seen those large,
spirit.
strong, mountain creatures already for the Lumineth. This is the other element.
Big boy archer.
You can see it's an archer spirit. You can tell already it's going to be fast. It's likely to be deadly, and you can see nods to some of the Lumineth units that we've.
Yeah, there's been a lot of jokes about how the high elves are all
very, very different for any
they're all Australian now.
not a traditional elven god, I suppose you could say.
Yeah, and there's so much cool stuff to look at.
I like this model. I like this.
Pictures that Raph had
Yeah, I
about
saw the
it.
Swordmasters in the preview.
There we go. Thanks, Raph.
I wish they would update this as they reveal them instead of after they reveal them every time.
Part Fox, part
That's fine. We'll get to look at it. We'll get to look at it in glorious HD in a minute.
It's sort of alien, but somehow familiar. But then it's the weapon.
I really like the look of this model, actually. I really like Fox Spirits. Fox Spirits are really cool designs. And this looks like a super badass version of it.
There's a real sense of
I do find it really funny, though, that of all the factions that would bring good guy beastmen, essentially, into AoS, it's the High Elves. But this does explain why they got rid of the High Elf dragons. They took away the dragons from the High Elves so that they could give them, like, a lot more exotic creatures.
Whole swathe of Lumineth coming as Teclis rolls out the next part of his plan. So whether you're into the
Fox goat? No, well, it has horns on its helmet, I guess, but maybe I can't tell if that's part of its helmet or if that's part of if it actually has horns. But it's like a demigod. Malarian will have shadow dragons. Oh well, yeah. Most signs point towards Malarian having a draconic faction.
About Age of Sigmar is that it isn't populated by creatures that we know and understand. They are weird.
Do I think fire and water will come with Tyrion? So the Lumineth are not classic elements. It's not fire, water, earth, and wind. It's wind, mountain, river, and oh god, I always forget what the last one is. The last one's like ether, or the last one's like a really weird element. But we know that the river spirits are. We know that swordmasters are like their gimmick. Zenith, yes, thank you. The last one is. Oh, there it is.
what do you think is happening?
Broken Realms Teclis!
My question.
So there's a lot going on in the more.
Oh, give it to me.
In the first installment.
Give it to me!
So Marathi's play for power.
Hold on, I have to listen.
She tried to ascend to godhood. She tried to kind of carve out a mini empire almost within the mortal realms. Very much that kind of duplicitous backstabbing, which you would have thought Sigmar had seen coming if he.
Morathi made the new Dark Elves.
Taken
literally.
by surprise. Teclis has a very different goal in mind. His mind is always on the kind of lofty, massive end goal state, which sometimes means that he's maybe blind to some of the shorter term issues, but his main concern at this point is Nagash and the Soul Wars, and he sees in Nagash an enemy that could potentially upset the balance of the entire realms. So he is on a collision course with the god of death, basically. So the god of light and magic is on a course with the god of death and magics.
Hey, D Moody, what's up?
Various, basically two realms at war is what you fundamentally got here. So it's going to be a really exciting thing for the narrative, and it's one of the first times we've really seen the Lumineth kind of take to the battlefield, because we saw the range launch last year and we saw the miniatures. We were like, well, that's nice. I wonder what they do, and they haven't really had a major part in the story of the Mortal Realms yet. This is their play. This is that point where you go, the Lumineth are here and they've pretty much had enough of Nagash and what he's up to, and this is their attempt to shut off the power of the god of death and put him back in his box.
That sounds like an awesome...
Dude, I'm so excited for this book.
Narrative conflict.
Like, Teclis versus Nagash, that's always a matchup I wanted in fantasy, and we never got it.
I think one of the bits that I'm quite...
Teclis turned into an alien? Well, I mean, he's a god now, so, I mean, he's kind of alien.
Quite a lot of them have some fairly long history in terms of their interactions, and I think none more so maybe than Nagash's right-hand man, Arkan the Black, and Teclis's...
Dude, we're gonna get an Archon the Black and Eltharion the Grim rematch. Oh, we're gonna get an Eltharion Archon rematch, dude. I think Archon's gonna get bodied. I think Archon the Black is going to get absolutely bodied in this book, because is Tyrion around in AoS? Yeah, Tyrion's around.
Really within my top 2 or 3 favorite characters in the world. That was when I got to write a Warhammer Armies High Off book. I super enjoyed getting to help retell his story again, and Archon the Black needs to pay for what he did.
Dude, yeah, I think Archon the Black is going to get absolutely obliterated in this book. That's going to be a hell of a rematch. Yeah, Tyrion and Teclis are brother gods. The two of them together are the god of light.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's a bit of a scumbag magnet, and yeah, he's chosen well in that regard.
Are there any powerful women in AoS? Morathi, who just became a god. Alariel, who's the goddess of life. There's a bunch of female special characters scattered around the various factions. Valkia the Bloody still around.
We got more. There's more for Warhammer Age of Sigmar fans, and I think maybe Raph will bring up the next thing. Yes.
Oh, the new Daughters of Khaine book. Dude, okay, okay, they're just throwing out everything now.
And it has huge ramifications.
Awesome! The new Daughters of Khaine book. That's super exciting. Holy shit. I was actually thinking, I was like, I wasn't sure they were even going to get a book. A lot of us thought that they were just going to do Morathi, Broken Realms Morathi, and be done. But no, we're getting an actual Daughters of Khaine battle tome. That is so good. Ooh, I'm pre-ordering that. Yes. That's going to taste good. Oh, endless spells. Dude, look at that giant snake. Look at this! Look at the bloody hand of Khaine! A giant... Oh, dude, I'm getting this for my Seraphon. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but a giant fucking snake, I am getting that for my Seraphon. Dude! These endless spells are sick! Holy... Dude, giant snake. Giant... I don't appreciate that Morathi is taking the snick thing from us. Oh yeah, Lady Allender. Lady Allender is the best, is like literally my favorite character in AoS.
Yeah, you can just looking at them, you can kind of guess.
Holy shit, dude! Daughters of Khaine endless spells look fucking amazing. A giant blood snake, dude. This is sick. Damn, dude. I'm gonna use that as a lava snake. Because I have a fire themed Seraphon army, so I'm just gonna play this as a lava snake. I don't know what I'm gonna play it as, but I'm gonna make it a lava snake.
Nicely thought out, sort of endless spells.
Holy fuck, dude! That is super exciting.
Really nice to boot.
Lady Allender. Allender is spelled like this. Google her. Lady Allender is like a gorgeous character. She's also super duper fun.
Sweet. Right. Raph has told me that having nearly forgotten the Daughters of Khaine, they're now we must proceed to the next thing. Someone
Oh.
was mentioning vampires in the chat. We'll go
Oh, dude! Oh, shit! We got another reveal. Slow down! So many reveals! Dire Chasm. Oh, we're going into Underworlds. Oh, the new Vampire Warband. Oh, shit. So these are the, oh my gosh, there's a lot of them. Oh, they got like a Conrad. That guy kind of looks like Manfred. The stakes are raised. Ugh. The Curseborn, the Enforcer, Prince Duval, Velis von Vane. So there's 4 of them. Feast in the Underworld, the Crimson Court. Okay, I'm gonna turn them down so I can look at this.
So, people have been asking for seeing some.
Dude, so look at this. So this is the new Fox Spirit. Oh my gosh, I love this model, guys. I love this model. Wow, that's super interesting. When I first saw the Spirit, or the Wind, when I first saw the Wind, I was like, oh, that's a new Night Haunt, or like something. But no, it's like the Wind so that he can jump into the air. But dude, this model is sick looking. He's got all these like crazy arrows. Oh, look at the arrow. It's got like fire. Well, it's probably wind coming off of it. And then here's Broken Realms Teclis. Oh, look, 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 look. They're telling us who's going to be in it. Lumineth Realm Lords, Cities of Sigmar, Maggotkin of Nurgle, Flesh Eater Courts, and Ossiarch Bone Reapers. I did not guess that at all. I completely did not guess that lineup for this book. I thought for sure this one was going to have Night Haunts. They literally showed Night Haunts in the trailer for it. But I guess the Bone Reapers and Flesh Eater Courts are going to be on defense. Link to this page? Yeah. Ah, dude, Nurgle. Nurgle's getting new goodies. The Daughters of Khaine. When did they have scorpion tails? I thought they had, snick tails. Oh my god, dude. Look at this! So you literally get the Sword of Khaine as an endless spell. Look, that's the legit Sword of Khaine model. Sword of Khaine, the Bloody Hand of Khaine, and then Giant Snick. They've always had scorpion tip tails? Maybe I've just never paid enough attention to their models. God damn, dude. Wow, super exciting day for AoS fans. Ah, I'm ready for this book. Dude, Bone Reaper. Dude, are we gonna get Catacross up against, like... Oh, you know what? They're doing Bone Reapers because Archon the Black is also associated with the Bone Reapers. That makes sense. That makes sense. So it's probably gonna be, like, it's probably gonna be Archon the Black is gonna be the main death character fighting against Teclis and Altharin the Grim and stuff. Oh, man, dude. I am... so excited. Damn. They are. What's the difference between AoS and Underworlds? AoS is like a Underworlds is like a microcosm within AoS. So Underworlds is there is a specific place in the mortal realms where little war bands from all the various factions are fighting over it. So Underworlds has enough of a story to it that every single character is a named character. Like, every playable model in Underworlds is a named character, but you can play them in AoS, but they're essentially little war bands. And Underworlds is a wonderful game. So like Mordheim, God, no, it's on a grid-based system. It's a very different game. It's got like a deck building element to it. So like you have a deck of cards that are all like your power ups and stuff. Why is there a hype train? What? Hold on. I need to check Streamlabs. Did I close Streamlabs? What? Why would I do that? MMO Addicted, thanks again for all those gift subs, by the way. Oh, Dogbert's here? Hey, Dogbert. Or at least he was here earlier. Kiro Haas, thanks so much for resubbing. 9 months. Damn, Kiro. Oh, Kiro, we have a stream, baby. And then MMO Addicted. Thank you for resubbing at tier 2. Thank you, dude. Appreciate the support. Are the models the same as in AoS? Yes. So, like, in Underworlds, you can use your Underworlds models in a normal AoS game. Dude, this is hype. This is a great set of releases for AoS. Man, I need a release date on these new things. When is Teclis coming out? Oh man. The thing that was super interesting though is when they showed off the new Fox model, or like when they showed off these new, ooh gosh, turn that down. When they showed off these new Lumineth models, there's like a ton of them though. So I'm wondering if with Severeth, I wonder if these are all coming out with Teclis, Broken Realms Teclis, or if they're revealing them now and they're not coming out until later. Because I think we've already seen this guy. Is this the guy on the cow? Yeah, this looks like the cow dragon model. I have no idea who this guy is. We haven't seen this guy yet. It's clearly some kind of standard bearer, like some really massive standard, but we haven't seen him yet. This is their bolt thrower? Or maybe a new archer character? This looks like, I don't know what this is. It looks like a person standing on top of another person. And then these are the new sword masters. So we're finally getting the new sword masters. And then that is probably a new wizard or a new fighter. And then, of course, we got the new, the Hurricane, which is the fox spirit, Sevitol. Or Severeth. The demigod of the wind. Yeah, I'm really excited for the next Underworlds warband being Savage Orcs. Savage Orcs are long overdue in Underworlds. So I'm glad they're finally getting one. Because there are 2 Ironjaw warbands. Are they wearing a brown trench coat? Who? This thing? No. Or are you talking about the vampires? Maybe. I don't know. I have to wait until they... finish talking about them so I can see them in glorious HD. Can't wait for someone to bring a list and it's all elemental spirits. Well, the only downside is that, well, that would be super cool. I actually would not be surprised if they reveal a I would not be surprised if they reveal a like a sub-faction that allows you to take pure spirits as battle line. What's the status on the Lizardman / Seraphon release-wise? They got a 2nd edition book. Seraphon are one of the strongest armies in tabletop right now. The Seraphon are insanely strong right now. Oh, here we go. This is the AoS. AoS! What is it? What is it? Vampires!
Lies at the heart of Grufan Khan. This once great city is now a charnel house. Its people are enslaved, brutalized, and harvested.
Ooh, this
Their broken bodies raised up to serve the city's cruel master in death. We will not allow this desecration to continue. Know this, Wolf. You are not the first monster we have hunted.
Oh, Warhammer Quest! Warhammer Quest is back! Dude, did y'all see that? Those were Chaos... Those were Chaos characters. That was a Skaven, a Slanesh Servant, and a Cornate. That was... Those were Chaos characters invading a Death City. We're gonna be playing as Chaos.
Realms that is ruled by beings of the realm of death, and there is plenty of hints in there about what we might see. So we saw some kind of shambling, monstery looking.
Interesting. Bunch of new death models too. A bunch of new death models.
We have this character called the Wolf, who appears to be the evil at the heart of the city.
I know I'm gonna buy this set. I know I'm gonna buy this set. Oh wait, no. Are they order?
So good.
Is that a witch hunter?
More about this than just it's so good. Probably see that for yourself.
I can barely see it.
So this fellow here goes by the name of Jelson Darroch. Eddie, what would you like to say more about him?
I thought for sure I saw a Skaven Warlock engineer.
Soak it in. It's an absolutely brilliant miniature. It's very unlike anything we've seen in.
Dude, that is a
Sigmar.
crazy looking model.
One of the great things about the Mortal Realms is this kind of spectrum.
Dire Chasm.
Of scale and scope.
The Crimson Court.
From the kind of celestial glory of the Golden Stormcast, all the way down to kind of battles in the gutter. And this guy is definitely on that end of the spectrum, but very much.
Oh man, I love these new vampires.
You can see he's got his gun is both a rifle and a stake firer, so you can see it's got
a rifle and a stake firer.
That was one of the first things that the chat emerged with. Underslung stake launcher.
Yeah, pretty cool. And there's a big stakes as well. Like those aren't kill your standard size vampire stakes. He's hunting big prey with this thing. He's got his big hammer there, just in case.
That is a huge hat.
One into someone's chest up close and personal. He's also got like an absolutely enormous sword on his back, which isn't even one of his top 3 weapons. Apparently, he's decided to wield. But it's huge swords that he can kind of decide to swing. It's probably enchanted in silver and all sorts of good stuff.
Reminds me of Bloodborne. Yeah, it is very Bloodborne-esque. What is Warhammer Quest? Warhammer Quest is it's like a role-playing game. It's like a tabletop role-playing game.
In the Mortal Realm as part of the Agents of Zia, but very different from anything we've really seen. Like we haven't really explored what the Agents of Zia look like, or what witch hunters or vampire hunters look like in the Mortal Realms, and looks like they mean business basically.
Yeah, and the narrative behind this character, which we'll talk more about on Warhammer Community over the coming weeks and so on, is fantastic. But my favourite thing was when I learned that his stakes are taken from the wood of trees in the realm of Akshi, so that they burn when they pierce the flesh of the undead. Like, there's a really nice story surrounding this guy as well.
This model is probably going to be super popular on tabletop. Why is the quality so low? Something's wrong with my connection to Twitch. If I try to watch Twitch on my PC, if I turn it above like 160, I'm just buffering for eternity. But as soon as they finish talking about it, they upload it on this other website, so we'll check it out once they put it on there. Yeah, it is a board game. Warhammer Quest is a board game. It is a tabletop RPG board game.
Most recently we saw Blackstone Fortress, and if you kind of cast your mind back to what we saw from Blackstone.
Man, I thought they were done with Warhammer Quest. I didn't think Warhammer Quest did that well. The first one was the Silver Tower, which I think Silver Tower had 2 releases. Whoa! New Necromancer?
Maybe are untapped or untouched, or as a kind of first glimpse, and this guy is another really great example of that. So out of nowhere, this kind of shambling champion of horror comes.
Yeah. So what you're seeing on your screen now, ladies and gentlemen, is
No, I'm on Warhammer Community's page. I'm just waiting for them to put up pictures of what we're talking about right now. Is the Tzeentch Mortals / Beastmen AoS army any good? Tzeentch is super strong. Raps Rattle. Oh, Mortals and Beastmen though? Zongors are pretty good. They're not... Zongors are pretty decent. Tzeentch doesn't have a lot of Mortals right now. He's got like a lot of cultist type Mortals. But he doesn't have, like, elite infantry. So, like, most people that run Tzeentch run demons. Tzeentch demons are super duper strong. The Mortals side of it's not that great right now. I thought Warhammer was based on Hero Quest anyway. Warhammer and Hero Quest are very closely related. I think Hero Quest is based on Warhammer, though. Not the other way around. I think Games Workshop started off with Warhammer Fantasy.
A pretty horrifying champion, really, and quite unlike anything you've seen in either.
Back in good old 1985.
Brand new thing, really, for
Man, Warhammer's almost 30 years old. Jesus.
Yeah, and anything that has a new look is immediately 150% creepier than it was going to be.
It's got the full horror, hasn't it?
He has two, and he's got like spears with skulls. Man.
The stream shows the first Teclis army models, or they're just new additions. Johnny Odinson, they are an expansion onto Teclis's army. So Teclis's faction already has a book out and already has models out, but they're getting a new wave. So it's new additions. I want them to quit talking so that they'll put this on the community page and I can go look at it. Warhammer is 36 years old?
He's not even my favorite character in the box.
What? 85?
Adventures are unbelievably.
Oh yeah, you're right. Holy shit.
Guys that they're to go up against
Oh man, it's almost 40 years old.
the villains to fight.
Oh no. Oh no. Any What Else Sylvanas stuff? Not today.
The way to go. But
That being said, Darius, seeing as Broken Realms is mainly about the elf gods, so the first book was Morathi, the second book is Teclis. I highly suspect that the third book or the fourth book is going to be Alariel. So Sylvaneth are probably just about guaranteed to get a book. And Alariel might be trying to resurrect Kurnoth. It's already up for you? It's not up for me. Unless they put it on a different page. They might have done that.
And that's true for this one as well. So if you're looking for something for a game night, or you want to do some multiplayer gaming, or
Nope.
Quest is brilliant for that.
Yeah, it's not up for me. I literally just refreshed.
As you say, it's a beautiful set. There's so much cool stuff to look forward to and share with you guys over the next few weeks. That you should be excited about this box. If you even
Yeah, I think Malarian is going to be the last book. I think Malarian will be the last book.
So, I guess where does that leave us? Finally, we find ourselves at the end of a preview where we've seen super cool things. I've tried to
Shift F5?
coming along in the chat, but frankly, it moves at 1,000 miles an hour. So, if you had a burning question on one of these things that hasn't been covered,
Nope.
now would be the time, because otherwise we're going to move into some serious wrap up. Everybody immediately wants to know the release dates. Well, the place you can find that, even if I knew, I'm not sure I could say, but also I'm not a human memory bank when it comes to release dates of things. Anything you've seen here will be coming out, assuming that the world permits it, over the next few months. And the place to keep up to date on when.
I will say, if there's one thing I hate about Games Workshop, is that they always reveal stuff way too early. Alt F4? Oh, okay, I'll try that. I'm sure that won't have anything bad happen. There we go, now it's up. Okay, so I'm gonna...
When will my particular faction?
I'll leave that up. Here we go, now we can actually see it. So we got Warhammer Quest for the Silver Tower. You could see the wolf there, kind of in the background.
What might be time to do is summarize what we've seen.
So this is the new Witch Hunter model.
Pretty
Damn, dude. That is the most Bloodborne frickin' thing in the universe.
A completely unheralded and extremely well battle paragon awesome, which
Oh man, that Necromancer is terrifying looking. Ugh. Nasty.
Pariah Nexus, which is going to have heavy intercessors, the Gravis Captain,
Gorslav the Gravekeeper. At least I assume he's a Necromancer. Oh, they have like their own website? No, I don't want to leave this page. I just want to open the other thing.
Warmaster Heavy Battle Titan.
Well, now it's gonna...
We went to the old world, we had Lumineth with
The Cursed City. Ulfenkarn.
embodiment of the wind,
Oh, interesting. So,
Daughters of Khaine.
there are 8 Agents of Defiance, and there are 5 Overlords of Ulfenkarn.
Warhammer West, Cursed City. Feels like quite a lot.
Super interesting.
What do you think you're most excited about of all the various things you've seen today?
Vin Alton Skydock, so there's going to be a Caradron Overlord character. Bat-infested site of a former Sylvaneth embassy, so there might be Sylvaneth. Gorslav the Gravekeeper. Shadowed Crypt Halls. The Clot. And Geistgale. So maybe... Oh, God, I hope there's a new Nighthaunt character. That would be amazing. Damn, that'll be exciting.
I think Cursed City's what I'm most excited about.
Cursed City seems like it's going to be a ball, dude.
We've seen a bit more than we've shown today of what's coming for that. This is really
Necromancer has some Guillermo del Toro vibes. Yeah. What the hell does he have around his face? I guess that's bone? He has like a bone mask?
Somebody else doesn't have solo gaming rules. I believe Warhammer West does have solo gaming rules, the same way Western Forces.
This is going to be really interesting.
Don't bet on it, but what I'd say, whoever asks the question, thank you for the page.
I'm a very sad man. No Soulblight Gravelord's Battle Tome or faction announced. Yeah, it seems like they got leaked super early. Well, Aztec, they have to be coming. Because remember, or think about it, they didn't even reveal the Vampire Lord today. Like, there was a leaked Vampire Lord that did not show up in today's reveal. So, like, I don't think they wanted to show it off. Like, I don't think they wanted to show off the new Vampire Lord, but because people leaked it. What is the Cursed City? This is the Cursed... The Cursed City is a new... It's a new board game. So the Cursed City is its own thing. It's its complete own board game. Yeah, I clicked around on it. Oh, yeah, you're right. These are all the characters. So this is the Gravekeeper. Wow, this is the Gravekeeper before he turned into what he is now. Because you can see he's got the mask and the shovel and the sickle. So this looks like some kind of Blood Knight. So maybe like a Blood Knight character. But like, dude, the Gravekeeper, this is him when he was like young or something, because he does not look like this now. There's a bunch of these unavailable still. Oh, you can kind of see their banners. So this is the Blood Dragon guy. You can see this. Here's his banner, but he's not clickable yet. And then this one is whoever this guy is, but you can't click on it yet. And then this guy's got just a line through it. Is that this guy is this guy, and this is probably the wolf. I am almost certainly going to pick up Cursed City just because I really like death, especially if there ends up being a Nighthaunt character. Man, overall, super badass day of reveals for AoS. Oh yeah, we can watch the Cursed City trailer in like actually half decent resolution. Yeah, I was expecting more vampire stuff as well, but
Evil lies at the heart of Ulfenkarn.
it seems like we're probably gonna get... So it looks like there's some kind of like... So, if you look here, here's the wolf. So this is the main villain. So we have the wolf, who we know is a vampire, or something like that. Here's the grave guy we just saw. So this lady thing, whatever this is, right next to him, this lady is probably another one of the characters. I can't tell what her deal is, though.
Lies at the heart of Gulfen Khan. This once great city is now a charnel house.
And then we've got, like... I don't know if these are vampires or elves. I can't tell what these things are. Because the way their legs are bent, and they're, like, holding on to the walls, it almost looks like they have beast legs. But then there's a skeleton. But those might just be, like, regular mobs.
People are enslaved, brutalized, and harvested.
And this is so Darkest Dungeons, it's not even
Their
funny.
broken bodies raised up to serve the city's cruel master.
Okay, these are definitely just, like, chaff. So these are probably, like, zombies. Or deadwalkers.
We will not allow this
Oh, okay. So, the group going in looks to be... I guess this is a Caradron? Maybe? So, like, a Caradron Overlord. Here's the Witch Hunter. This is definitely a Wanderer. A Wood Elf Wanderer. So, like, a Waywatcher. I don't know what this guy is.
desecration to continue.
This guy is, like, huge. He's got, like, chaos equipment. Maybe it's like a marauder? Because in the first game, Silver Tower, not everybody was order aligned. Like, it was like a mix. Like, not everybody was on the same not, like, it had order characters and chaos characters. So, it could be some kind of... It might be... Yeah, it might be an ogre? Doesn't seem big enough to be an ogre, though. Might be an ogre, though. The stance is weird.
Know this, wolf.
An orc? Ah, it doesn't look like an orc.
The first monster we have hunted.
Super good, though. But I'm most excited. The Crimson Court looks fantastic. Dude, like, this guy basically looks like Manfred's smaller son. Like, I want a picture of this model next to Manfred von Karstein's model, and it has the meme of, like, don't talk to me or my son ever again. So, there are orcs and live in cities, are there not? Tex, there are, but it's a lot more rare now. Like, none of the free cities have orcs living there anymore. In first edition AoS, they were very big on, like, oh, all of the races, like, can live in the same cities. Like, there are death people in cities, and there are destruction people in cities. But in second edition, they kind of toss that idea out the window. I do not know a single free city that has any servants of death or any servants of destruction in it. Like, it seems like the days of there being orc... I don't think that's a thing anymore. I think that was a thing in first edition, but in second edition, they decided it was stupid, or they decided that it, like, didn't make sense. Because it's just... I'm pretty sure that's not a thing anymore. I really like this guy. The Curseborn. With, like, the giant bat wings coming out of... That's freaking cool. And then this guy's classic Vampire Lord. Classic. I hope these guys have really good rules in regular AoS, but... and then, of course, the Vampire Leader herself. But, oh, dude, I am so excited for these endless spells, dude. I am absolutely gonna buy this lava snake, or this blood snake, and make it into a lava snake. 100%. Are they done? Yeah, they're done. Daughters of Khaine Battle Tome, definitely pre-ordering that. And then Teclis, absolutely pre-ordering this. Broken Realms Teclis, I should be really good. Damn, dude. Damn, this was an awesome day of reveals. It wasn't as much death as I was expecting. I mean, today was literally called the Dead and the Divine, And the only real death stuff we got was, I guess, Cursed City and the Warband. But for having death in the title, I really thought we were going to get the Soulblight Gravelords. Because we know the Soulblight Gravelords are coming, because they got leaked. Which the Soulblight Gravelords, I'll bring it up here. What are Endless Spells? Endless Spells are basically like, they're spells that persist on the battlefield. So like, if you cast them successfully, they will literally show up on the... You have a model for them, you put on the table, and they run around and do stuff. But like, so there was a leak that Games Workshop just kind of was like, okay, whatever. Where they revealed these guys. So we got the... Well, the new Lumineth models, these were, I think, fully going to be talked about.
I reckon more Australian. What?
So like, we got Wind Archers... Because you can see they've got the Fox Spirit on their banner. So these are Wind Archers on their, like, weird gazelle, kangaroo, dinosaur cav. And then we got this guy, who I thought was Tyrion at first. I got all hyped, but he's just like a regular lord. This is the Venari Lord Regent, so he's just like a regular lord on a cow dragon. Which I assume because it's cow-like that this is a mountain spirit, not a wind spirit. And then this is the new vampire lord. So this is the new, like, this is just a generic vampire lord, who was leaked. But in the leak, it's in a blister pack where it's called a Soulblight, I think it's called a Soulblight Gravelord Vampire Lord or something like that. Can you buy painted models? No. Well, you can off eBay. Or you can buy models and send them to a painter, or have a painter buy models and paint them for you. It's expensive. Well, it's expensive depending on your area. You might be able to find someone local that'll do it fairly cheap. If you want like a professional done job, it's going to be pretty pricey. Yeah, the Soulblight Gravelord's Vampire Lord is what this model is, because it got leaked. So, Soulblight Gravelords are a faction, and they're almost certainly going to have a book. But I think Soulblight Gravelords are going to come after Broken Realms Teclis. I think Broken Realms Teclis is going to lead to an incident where Nagash is going to get hurt, or Nagash is going to get weakened, and when that happens, the vampires are going to be unleashed or make their move. Awesome set of reveals, though. I'm super happy with all of today's reveals. Honestly, I think today's reveals were absolutely great. MMO Addicted. Oh, was that a new model? Here, let me take another look at it. I hope y'all had fun. Let me go back and double check the battle tome. Maybe Soulblight Gravelords versus Malarian? Maybe, I don't know. Let's see on the Daughters of Khaine. Let's see. You said on the Daughters of Khaine cover? I don't see anything that looks like a new model. It just looks like a Cauldron of Blood, Witch Elves, one of the Bloodrack Medusae. Oh, in the triangle. I don't know, dude. That's so vague that could literally be anything. Maybe it might be a new model. But it's like I can't see it. If it is, that would be a nice call out though. Is that it? Felt a bit shorter than normal? Yeah, well, you know why it felt shorter than normal? Oh, gosh, stretch. I think the reason it felt shorter than normal is because they just, pumped out stuff. One of the issues with their prior reveals, in my opinion at least, one of the issues with, like, the prior reveal streams is that they always had like a 15-minute timer between reveals. So, like, they would reveal something and then just talk for 15 minutes. Which was just so awful. It was horrible. They didn't do that this time. This time they literally, like, revealed something, talked about it for maybe 5 minutes, and then revealed something else. But it was still like an hour. But I'm honestly surprised they didn't talk about anything coming next month. Because there's a lot coming out next month. Like, we're getting... I think we're getting a new Underworlds warband. Yeah, they're releasing the new Slaves to Darkness Underworlds warband next month. Slaanesh is coming out next month, like the new Slaanesh Battletome. When's the next stream for Horizon Zero Dawn? Tomorrow morning. Horizon Zero Dawn's next stream will be tomorrow morning. Nagash being in... Well, Nagash isn't going to be imprisoned. He's playable on tabletop, and he's too important. He's the god of death. If he was in prison, that would, like, jack up the entire setting. I think Nagash might get hurt. Like, he might be wounded, but I don't think he's going to be, like... I don't think he's going to get taken out of commission. When will I make a new campaign stream? Soon-ish. Probably fairly soon. I've played AoS for a year now, but know nothing about the... Oh, know nothing about the lore. It's pretty decent. It's not perfect. There are some aspects of AoS lore I'm not a fan of, but some of it I like. Can I help? I mean, I would just suggest starting to pick up books. Archmage, that could be it too. It could be that because some of the Lumineth models were spoiled the day before, they might have shortened things. Alright guys, I'm super hungry. I haven't had breakfast yet, so I'm going to go eat. I really appreciate you all joining me. Actually, you know what? I might play Horizon Zero Dawn today. Because it's still pretty early, so I could get in a morning stream, I think. But I'm gonna go eat, and visit my family a little bit. And then we'll be back and get some stuff done. So, yeah, I think 2021 is going to be a super exciting year for Age of Sigmar. Do I think Teclis is stronger than Nagash? No. I think Nagash is stronger than Teclis right now. That being said, that doesn't necessarily mean Teclis might not be able to pull one over on him. Especially because Teclis is invading the Realm of Death, so Nagash is going to be, like, in Nagashazar. We'll see what happens. Well, that was the perfect time to plug your AoS lore videos. I forget I have those. Because I need to do more of them. Alright, guys. I'll catch you guys later. I'll be back in probably about an hour to play some Horizon Zero Dawn. Probably a little more than an hour, because I gotta take a shower, too. I gotta take a shower, and I gotta eat. And then I'll be good. So, I'll see you guys later.